This story is read from the perspective of a woman. It was February 14th, 2023, and I had been eagerly anticipating Valentine's Day. My boyfriend, Ethan, and I had been dating for almost 6 months, and I couldn't wait to celebrate with him. I had planned everything. Dinner at his favorite restaurant, a nice bottle of wine, and a small gift that I knew he would love. It was going to be perfect. I arrived at his apartment just before sunset, carrying the gift wrapped in shiny red paper. Ethan had told me he had something special planned too, but he had been vague about the details. He was always a bit mysterious like that, which made him even more exciting. When I rang the doorbell, he answered with a big smile, his eyes twinkling in the soft light from the hallway. "Happy Valentine's Day," he said, pulling me into a warm hug. "Happy Valentine's Day," I replied, feeling butterflies in my stomach. I handed him the gift, watching as he eagerly ripped off the wrapping paper. He smiled as he opened. It was a custom wristwatch I had ordered, engraved with both of our initials. "I love it," he said, kissing me on the cheek. He led me into the living room where candles flickered on the coffee table, and a red heart-shaped balloon floated above it. Everything felt so romantic, so perfect. The atmosphere was cozy, warm. We shared a drink and enjoyed the evening, just the two of us. After dinner, Ethan told me he had one more surprise. He handed me a small, plain envelope. I was curious, but when I opened it, my smile faltered. Inside was a simple card with a note written in his familiar handwriting. "Don't worry, it's not a joke or a prank. You'll understand soon. Trust me." The message sent a chill down my spine, but I shrugged it off. Maybe it was just his way of making things more mysterious. Still, the words didn't sit right. Ethan got up and went into the kitchen, and I decided to take a look around his apartment while he was gone. The place was normally clean, but tonight, there were odd things I hadn't noticed before. The lights were dim, but I could see strange marks on the walls, scratches like someone had clawed at them. In his bedroom, I found his closet door ajar, and I was about to close it when I noticed something strange, a series of photos taped to the inside of the door. They were pictures of me. Not ones I'd taken, but photos of me walking down the street, sitting in a cafe, waiting for the bus. They were taken from a distance, hidden in shadows, as if someone had been watching me for a while. My heart began to race. I stumbled back, knocking a picture frame off the dresser. Just then Ethan walked in, his smile slowly fading when he saw my expression. "What's wrong?" he asked, stepping closer. I showed him the photos, my voice shaky. "Ethan, what is this?" "It's nothing," he said, grabbing the photos from my hand and crumpling them. "I'm sorry, it's just, I've been planning something special for us." I backed away, suddenly feeling like I didn't know him at all. "What's going on, Ethan? These pictures, why do you have them?" He chuckled softly, stepping toward me, but there was no warmth in his movement now. "I told you, it's part of the surprise," he said, his voice low, almost soothing. "You'll understand soon." I shook my head. "No, Ethan, I think I've had enough surprises for tonight." But before I could turn to leave, the lights flickered. Then everything went black. I froze in place, heart pounding. I could hear Ethan's footsteps coming closer, the sound of his breath growing heavier. "Where are you going?" he asked softly, too softly. The lights came back on, but something was wrong. The apartment was different now, darker, colder, and there was something in the air. Ethan stood in the doorway, his face expressionless, his eyes fixed on me with a cold intensity. I didn't recognize him anymore. The person I thought I knew, the man who had been my boyfriend, was gone. In his place was something unrecognizable. Suddenly, he reached for something behind him. My breath caught when I saw what it was, a knife gleaming in the light. "You weren't supposed to find out," he whispered, his voice calm, almost disappointed. "I needed you to stay with me, forever." I bolted for the door, adrenaline flooding my system. But as I grabbed the handle, I felt him grab my wrist, pulling me back. "You're not going anywhere." With every ounce of strength I had left, I kicked him in the chest, sending him stumbling backward. The door burst open, and I ran out into the hallway, heart pounding in my chest. I didn't stop until I was outside. I didn't look back as I ran down the stairs, knowing that I had escaped something far worse than a bad Valentine's Day.